Hey everyone, and welcome into another episode of Buffy. We are on season 5, episode 19, titled Tough Love. Last episode was a bit of a controversial one with the whole Buffy bot situation. I'm still just not a fan of the kiss at the end that was shared between Buffy and Spike. I do understand that it's platonic on her end, but her being aware of how not platonic that would be to him after all of his behavior with the bot that week on top of it, it was just like, it wasn't my favorite moment. Please do attempt to sway me on that because I do want to be on the Buffy and Spike train. Like, I want to ship them. I want them to make it work. That being their first consensual kiss just didn't feel, to me, now I kind of don't want the romance to be there. I want a really good friendship to happen. And honestly, maybe if they just take a lot of time and make that real friendship happen first and then move to romance after that, I'm not anywhere near ready for a romance thing between them. I'm just not. With everything that's gone down and with how he's been acting and where her head's been at, it's like, I'm not ready for any of that. Buffy also went on a little desert quest in the last episode where we got to see the first Slayer again, and she basically said that her gift is death. And we talked about what we think that means. I think that means like her mortality is her strength. So that was a cool sequence, and hopefully, you know, the meaning of that unravels more as the season goes on. I think we only have like 4 episodes left of this season. I'm a little scared, as I should be. If you would like to watch the full episode with me, my uncut reactions are available below on Patreon. We're also always a couple episodes ahead over there. If you'd rather just watch the edited versions here on YouTube, then let's get into it.
I'm sorry that I missed the lecture today. Was it good? I have to drop this class. All my classes, actually. I'm not finishing this semester.
Oh no.
I wish I have to take care of my sister.
Yes, I thought you might.
I really learned a lot. And I really like poetry. I really do. Wish I had time for it. But I just don't. Hopefully, I'll be back next semester when I'm more myself again.
I hope she is back. Hello,
Benjamin,
Ben.
you can't be late to a job that you don't have. Interestingly
It only
enough,
makes
I
sense.
decided to give
Like,
you
how
job
can
to
you hold
someone
a
who'll
job?
actually do it.
Can I just tell you it's not my fault?
Sure.
I'll
can
give
also
you that
tell me
one,
the
he
dog
said.
ate your homework, or maybe eating
Okay, just give it to him. You don't gotta be rude.
a wicked demonic creature living inside you that takes control of your body and forces you to do its bidding. Take responsibility for your actions, Ben.
That's so frustrating.
These are my choices. This is my life, and you're ruining it. No, not now, please. I'm Ben.
I'm hungry.
Okay, so here's my thing. I mentioned it last time. I was like, it's weird that Ben got a job when he's constantly being taken over by Glory. Like, why would he get a job knowing that Glory is gonna make him lose it, basically? If he can't be there all the time, she's gonna take over his body. I think he was the stronger one between the two of them for a while, and that's why he had the job. And she's been gaining strength and power, and the tides have turned within their relationship recently, hence the loss of the job. I don't know for sure though, because like what if Ben has been around this whole time and Glory just showed up over the desire of the key? I don't know.
You got this part right, that's for sure.
I am in a thunderous agreement, oh glittering, glistening glorificus.
I wasn't talking to you like any of you have ever bathed anyway.
We bathe in your splendiferous radiance, you romantic.
How about you shut up and listen to me, you disgusting little...
I can just feel the writers having fun with these guys.
What I think we have here is a failure for you to do your frickin' jobs. Pardon my French. Mimosa.
She's not wrong.
What about all the times I asked you how school was and you said fine?
Well, it was. You didn't ask if I was in it when it was fine.
What?
I think we both know that Dawn is a lot more than just a kid.
She's a very special kid?
She's a talented young girl with a sharp
Don't scare me like
mind.
that.
Why don't you wait outside for a few minutes?
They haven't made a purchase yet. It's okay, Anya. Some people just browse.
I've recently come to realize there's more to me than just being human. I'm also an American.
You were born here. Your mortal self.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's right, foreigner. Embracing the extraordinarily precious ideology that's helped to shape and define it.
Democracy?
Capitalism. Free market.
She's so real.
All ogle, no cash. It's not just annoying, it's un-American.
It's appalling. I trust everything went well at the university.
Yep, I'm all dropped out.
Welcome to the real world. A lot of fun to be had on the outside. You'll see.
Yeah, is she gonna get a job now? I mean, she's got to, right?
Actually, I need to talk to Giles alone for a minute.
Cool.
She's messing up. I'm messing up. It's a mess.
You're just gonna have
It's
to
inevitable.
put your foot down with her.
I try. I want you to do it.
Oh, God.
You can be the foot-putting downer.
No, Buffy, I don't think I can.
Your foot is way bigger than mine. And you're so much more grown-up than me.
I know.
But she will have family. Her only real family now. She needs you to do this.
Okay.
I feel like something's gonna go wrong here. No, she's gonna go, like, overboard. At the very least, I hope it makes John laugh. You know, I hope it's comical. If it goes bad. Maybe it'll go good.
What is this? I thought I told you to do your homework.
Ooh, here we go.
We were acting out a geometry puzzle.
Uh-huh.
So we made a triangle with our bodies, and that's when I called Xander obtuse. And
Well, you know what I think?
Oh,
I
God.
think maybe Dawn should do her homework at home.
But it was working. I was really learning.
Please get your stuff.
Doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like the right moment. Like, you gotta pick the right moments.
It's really important that Dawn finishes her schoolwork right now.
I know it is, and I'm a big fan of school.
You're just trying to lift her spirits at the same time.
You're stressed out.
I'm more than stressed out. I'm freaked out.
Maybe you need a break to de-freak.
She can't take, or she feels
Hey,
like
you
she
could
can't take
go
a
to the World
break.
Culture Fair if you want to.
It's not like I don't have a life. I do. I have Dawn's life.
Okay, well, that was very passive-aggressive, but I understand.
Under our noses all this time. I like the
No,
detail work
they're
goes
tricking me.
among
She didn't
skin
figure it out.
Quirks. Pretty convincing, really. But not convincing enough.
Tell me what you know.
You all know your assignments.
Oh my God, they're not even gonna tell me what they think they know.
I think it's time to collect the key.
Ugh, I hate and love when shows do that. The miscommunication trope with me. I'm gonna assume that they haven't actually figured it out for my own sanity.
Understandable about the crabby.
Mm-hmm.
She has to look after Dawn now.
Tara's so understanding.
I mean, you can't really know what it's like to...
Yeah, I know that.
I didn't mean to. No, I just...
It's like not something cool to know and
I
understand.
can't know what you went through. Tell me if I said something wrong. Otherwise, I know I'll say it again. Probably often and in public.
No, I was snippy, gal. It's like my opinion isn't worth anything because I haven't been through... I didn't lose my mom, so I don't know.
I'm not the expert. I mean, I've only lost the one. Do I act like the big knowledge woman?
I don't think so.
S-O-R-T-O. I mean...
I don't think it comes off
just
that
feel
way.
like
But I can understand the frustration on Willow's side.
You've been out longer. You've been practicing witchcraft way longer.
Oh, but you're way beyond me there. It frightens me how powerful you're getting.
Oh.
That's a weird word.
I frighten you?
Well, okay, no, that's
what
not...
I meant. I
Yeah,
meant
yeah, yeah.
Impresses. Impressive.
Don't you trust me?
With my life. That's not what I mean. I worry sometimes. You're changing.
This
so
is really
much,
interesting.
so
Okay, I just need to write things down.
where you're heading.
Where I'm heading?
I'm saying everything wrong.
It's about the other changes in my life.
I trust
what?
you. I don't know where I'm gonna fit in your life
When I change back? Yeah, this is a college thing. Just a little experimentation.
Oh.
Before I...
What?
You think that?
What? What
I'm...
is happening?
You're the only woman I've ever fallen in love with. How on earth could you ever take me seriously?
Whoa, please.
So much to discuss on that later. That felt so out of nowhere, but I need to think about it more to understand what just happened.
I'm not real. So why would my exciting graph of chores be real?
Who cares if a key gets an education?
Yeah, my brain would always go there as well.
Not a graph, and you are real.
She is.
Why should I care about any of this?
Because they'll take you away.
Yeah, like Child Protective Services.
That's what your principal told me when you weren't in the room.
Oh, wow.
I can't make you go to school, and I won't be found fit to be your legal guardian.
I think honesty is necessary about that to make her understand.
You could have told me that.
She did now.
I just did.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. Tara didn't choose her words wisely, but I think everything just kind of got blown out of proportion. God, not the sad music montage. Is
the seat taken?
Tara? They think it's Tara? Tara is the newest friend in the Scooby Gang.
You two don't quarrel much, do you?
Never. Until today.
Oh, well, it's over.
Over?
Oh, no.
How can it be over? I just found her.
Quarrel is over.
Yeah, bad choice of words, Giles.
You'll feel better when you've made your apologies, and you'll know that you can fight without the world ending. I know it all seems
I hope
bleak
so.
now, but
She doesn't get killed.
as they say,
They're not gonna
this
kill
too-
Tara. They might kill Tara.
Shut up. The twine that's on the counter. It's time up.
Oh, don't! Oh, I'll tell you anything.
Already? Oh my god, I thought you were more loyal than that.
What happened?
He changed his mind.
What did he just do to him to make him change his mind?
Glorvicus will find the witch, and there's nothing you can do to stop her.
No, they might.
What do you mean?
They might kill. They
She's
might
the
kill
new one
Tara.
among you.
You like this sort of thing, don't you? Don't make a sound. It's kind of funny, isn't it?
Oh
All
my
these
god.
people here, and no one can do a thing. You lying little tramp. You're not the key. You're nothing. Hate being lied to. It makes me feel so betrayed.
Okay.
If you tell me who the key really
Oh,
is,
she ain't telling.
I'll let you go. Fine. Let's get crazy.
This episode has me stressed. Is this what it's gonna be? The last 4 is just all stress. Oh my god, is that her fingers on her head? No.
Tara, are you okay? Tara.
Oh my god, is she messed up in the brain? Like forever now? Oh my god. That's like... Oh no, no.
She your sister?
It has to be verified, of course. Anyone can tell you that.
She's my everything.
But she's got to spend one night in the psych ward. Just for observation.
That's not gonna go
Keep
well.
an eye on her, do a couple basic tests.
I don't know why I didn't see this coming. It totally makes sense for Glory's power, like brain zappy powers, to happen on one of our characters.
Oh, I'm sorry it took me so long, but Dawn's safe with Spike, so I can stay as long as you need.
Dawn's safe with Spike. Wow.
What are these? It's just a few bruises. Nothing to write home about.
Love some continuity.
Maybe Glory doesn't want to kill you. Maybe it's something...
Worse?
If it's not death, it is something worse, I fear.
But I'm the key, Spike. I am.
And Tara is hurt.
And anything that happens to Tara
Yeah, that guilt is gonna be intense.
must be something so horrible to cause so much pain and evil.
I'm a vampire. I know something about evil.
Mm-hmm.
You're not evil.
Take it from him.
I'm not evil, but I don't think I can be good.
Well, right now there's nothing you can do.
Yes, there is.
No.
Don't do
No
any-
way.
No, 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 not witchcraft.
Think about taking on Glory.
You No, saw what
she
she
did to Tara. I can't let her get away with it. Even I'm no match for her. You know that.
But maybe I am.
Oh, God.
This is not the time.
When, Buffy? When it's dawn, is that it?
We'll fight her when we have a chance.
I don't know if we're ever gonna feel like we do, though.
Fine. I'll wait.
But
It's the only way.
I think that witchcraft is going to be a big part of taking down Glory, because that's the only thing that ever has worked against her, like banishing her somewhere else, even though it was just taking her out of the situation. Like, Witchcraft works on her. Buffy's strength and punches, not so much. She's gonna do something. I was nervous at first when she went running off that she was going to try to like fix Tara's brain with witchcraft, and I was like, oh god, I'm afraid like that would ruin something worse. Her going after Glory is just as insane though. Dark magic? Darkest? I don't know, darkest doesn't always equal strongest. What is that? That is not Willow already.
Did anybody order an apocalypse?
Valley Era, sailed by your second star.
It's the lover.
She's coming in here like a demon.
I owe you pain.
Sweetheart, it is not your fault.
What if she... I don't know. I don't know.
I cooled her down a little. I explained there was no point.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Spike.
What? So you're saying that a powerful and mightily pissed off witch was planning on going and spilling herself a few pints of god blood until explained?
Yeah. Let's think about that one.
You think she... No. It would be
Tara's
like
literally the love of her life.
I'd do it.
I believe that.
Right person. Person I loved.
Mm-hmm.
I'd do it.
Shatter. Is that it? Is that the best you can do?
Okay, well,
You think I care about all this?
She caused pain. Can she cause death? That's what I don't think. I don't think so.
Bag of tricks.
Bag of knives.
Okay.
No.
It's not going
They
well.
used to be a witch's lover. They used to bow down to gods.
Ooh, okay, Buffy. Okay, yep.
Thicken. It isn't over, you hear me? It isn't over!
That thicken thing is really helpful. If we can figure out something to destroy her, the whole thicken thing could really be helpful in being able to carry that out. Okay. I fear we're not just gonna leave the dark magic behind. I don't think you open up the book of darkest magic and then move on from that. Like, I feel like if it's dark magic, it's gonna have some sort of effect on you.
Plastic and their 6 sisters. Six sisters. Willow.
So they let her out of the psych ward? I'm surprised by that.
What are you gonna need?
I don't know. They give me a lot of stuff to keep her calm. I can do this. I'm gonna take care of her. She's my girl.
This is so sad because, like, at the beginning of the episode, Willow was like, I can't relate in any way, and now they both have someone to take care of. That's spooky.
I know you do.
Yeah, the I understand goes both ways now, which is not great.
Look at that. Oh, the light. So pure.
Oh no, oh no.
Such pure green energy. It's so beautiful.
Oh my god, this is it. Oh. Oh no, no. We have finally hit the point where Glory knows that Dawn is the key. It had to happen eventually. We've only got now 3 episodes left, so I mean, I feel like this timing is perfect, like storytelling wise. It had to happen, and we've been building up to it for so long that I'm almost in a really weird way excited that Glory knows. Like, obviously, ideally, I would love for her to have never found out. Everyone lives happily ever after. Glory just leaves, you know. But that's just not how it's gonna happen. We all know this. I'm here for the entertainment, and I'm kind of excited that she finally knows because I just want to know where we go from here. So much happened in this episode. We had Buffy dropping out of school, which is really sad, but I understand why she feels she needs to just focus as much as she can on Dawn. And I mean, the whole Glory situation in general, probably. Her saying that she's hoping to be back next semester, I hope is the case, and maybe can be the case if we, you know, figure out the Glory situation, get Dawn back on track. Like, maybe she can go to school. I wonder what the money situation is. I mean, Joyce probably left behind money to get them through. Hopefully, I don't know how. My mind goes to money, but like, it's a fictional world, so maybe I don't need to worry about that. Maybe Buffy can still get through college and raise Dawn and get her through college if she wants to go, and it won't be an issue for them. I don't need to. Oh, Ben being fired. I told you guys my theory about that, where I think Ben was originally the most powerful one with them, but then the key situation kind of awoke Glory in a way, and she's been like becoming more powerful so she can get her hands on the key. Again, if it's real life, I want her to not get her hands on the key. I don't know. See, the thing is, like, the whole thing of the key and the portal and what happens, I'm assuming some sort of apocalypse. I just, like, visually want to see that. I want to see what happens when Glory gets her hand on the key and uses it. But I don't want Dawn to be hurt or dead. But for some reason my gut is telling me that the end of this season is going to be the end of Dawn. Okay, before I get into the Tara situation and the Willow and Tara fight, I want to talk about me randomly having some weird feelings around Giles in this episode. I could be totally reading into things, and I do it more than enough. It wouldn't be a surprise if this is me just reading into stuff and being off the wall, theoretical once again. But I don't even have a specific theory. To me, it felt like Giles was different in this episode. Like, he wasn't acting like himself. I don't even know what my theory would be as to the reason why I think he hasn't been acting like himself in this episode. What really stood out to me as far as his behavior was when they were dealing with Glory's little henchmen demons at the magic shop, and he convinced the demon, I don't know, there was like some certain sound effect, like he hurt the demon, and it seemed like he convinced the demon to give them information, and the camera wasn't on him at that moment. And I was like, what did you just do? And he was like, oh, I convinced him. And I'm like, what just happened? I don't know, my mind is stuck on that moment. There was just a couple other moments in the episode where I was like, that doesn't feel like something Giles would say or do. Even, like, so sorry, Giles, but even the way that he opened the door and, like, immediately bashed in the demon's head and just calm, cool, collected, took him over to a chair. Like, I don't see that in Giles a lot. Like, I don't see that side of him a lot. He was really on top of it and really chill, and it just didn't feel like him. But then my mind goes back to, you know, how he threatened and stood up to Spike, and he was very cool in that moment when he stood up to Spike. If you remember what I'm talking about, and he like told him to get out and not hang around them and get out the magic shop and everything. Giles does have that side in him. It just felt like out of place to me for some reason in the way it happened in this episode, and I'm guessing, like, honestly, I'm guessing that nothing is going to come of that, and I'm just reading into it, but I wanted to put it out there just to see, like, even if I'm wrong, if anyone else felt that way. So I don't know what's up with that. And then the Tara and Willow fight. It started with Willow not feeling like she was included in, like, the understanding of having to deal with grief and taking care of a younger sibling. And that was something that Tara and Buffy could unfortunately, you know, understand in each other. And Willow wasn't a part of that. And Willow feeling a little bit frustrated by it, I could understand the frustration, but I feel like there should be a self-awareness there where you don't lash out because of it. Like, you should be grateful that you don't have that understanding. It's okay 100% to voice that you're not feeling heard, and that you want to help, and you're not feeling like you can because felt like you're being shut out of the club in a way, but you're just trying to help and make that intention clear. Like, there's a way to bring that up. But yeah, it did come off as her kind of being like, you guys are in this club and I'm not. And I think Tara was really thrown off by that, and I could understand why Tara would be thrown off by that because it was a weird approach. But again, at the root of it, totally understandable. Then obviously the fight ramped up, and all of a sudden Tara was telling Willow that her witchcraft frightens her. The only thing I can think of is I think Willow's a little bit careless with her witchcraft in a way that Tara never was. I feel like Tara's always been very careful. We honestly don't see her like messing around that much with it. Often she's just aiding Willow, but Willow is like very ambitious with her witchcraft, which at times is a really great thing for us, and then at times it's created a lot of bad situations, like the whole shop being destroyed by a troll, right? That started because of Willow's witchcraft and her being careless about it, and then her giving Dawn the book on witchcraft, like sneaking that to Dawn. It's like, okay, maybe the intention was good, but you're not thinking about consequences enough. And I mean, oh, and then didn't she was gonna use witchcraft in a really hasty way after with the Oz situation, right? And so that's why I think the carelessness is what Tara was referring to when she was talking about how Willow's witchcraft frightens her. And clearly, you know, here Willow allowed her emotions to get the best of her, and she wasn't strong enough to take on Glory, a god like she is. I will say, it's not just carelessness. Like, Willow also, I think, is very powerful. Like, I know that in this universe, witchcraft is something that can be learned, but I think there's like an inherent power in people as well, and Willow's is very strong, but not strong enough to take on Glory's by herself. Definitely not. And thank God Buffy got there in time, and thank God that one spell, the thickness spell, held Glory back. That was very helpful. Yeah, to see her go in like that, very hasty by herself without a plan other than, you know what, maybe if I use the darkest magic, it'll work. That's scary. Like I said, I think that dark magic isn't just something you wield and let go. I think it's something that is probably called dark magic for a reason and might become a part of you. If that goes on to be a bigger plot for Willow, I would be very interested in seeing that. It's one of my favorite things when it comes to witchcraft and wizardry in supernatural shows and movies, is like the fight of light versus dark. So if we see Willow go on that path because of what just happened, I think that could be a great arc. I'm a little nervous, and I hope she ends up okay at the end of all of this. I really think that's going to be the beginning of something. Back to the fight between Willow and Tara. It escalated from Tara saying she was frightened by Willow's power, and then turned into this really odd fight where apparently Tara had some insecurities about Willow not staying in the relationship long term, and using college as a time to experiment as a lesbian, and then dropping Tara and moving back onto boys after college. I know the stereotype, I think we all do, like, experiment in college, it was just a bit of fun, but then you grow up and you marry a man. Like, that's like a weird stereotype. It's a dated stereotype, but one big enough that I am familiar. But I just don't know why Tara would think that way. Like, there's nothing that Willow has ever done or any way that she's acted or treated Tara in this relationship that would make me think that way. So I found that part of the fight really strange, and I just didn't see it coming, and I didn't see any roots in that argument as to like why that argument would have been had. I just didn't see it coming at all. It felt super weird. I totally think that, I mean, Willow, maybe she's bisexual. I don't know if that's something that, you know, this time period is ready to play with. Even today, you know, there's people that are like, being bi isn't real, you're either straight or gay. And if Willow were to move on to a man after this relationship, I wouldn't think it was like an experimental college thing. I would think, oh, so she's bisexual. You know, that's where my mind would go, but this is very much of the times. I don't know. I just was really thrown off by that fight because nothing clued me into either of them needing to have that insecurity about each other. Other than the fact that, you know, Willow did mention that Tara's been out way longer. So, like, maybe since Tara's been out way longer and this is Willow's first relationship with a girl and she just recently has come out as gay, that's worrying Tara into thinking, oh no, she didn't know as long as I have, so maybe she isn't really. Why would you think that though? I don't know. Let me know on your thoughts on that conversation, and let me know if there's any like Easter eggs in earlier episodes that would lead to a conversation like that I may have just like, that have gone over my head or something. We'll leave it there, I guess. Now, Glory knows. I'm very excited for the next episode to pick up. I'm very happy that I get to watch another Buffy directly after this, instead of Angel, because I'm doing Angel on Patreon. So it's cool that I have 4 Buffy episodes in a row now and 4 Angel episodes in a row. So I get to focus on like the endings of each season, which I think is really cool. Thank you so much for being here, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.